Happy Monday, everyone. Or whenever you're watching this, guys, happy whatever moment this is for you guys. As I always say, man, whatever the weekend was, or yesterday, or this morning, or 10 seconds ago, as I always say, guys, when you see the beauty in it, you win. There's beauty in literally everything. There's beauty in the most ugly situation when you find it. When you find it. When you find it. When you can see it. We're programmed to just focus on the negative. I think it says it takes what? Don't quote me on this. It takes like what, 7 positive comments to counteract 1 negative? Like we're hardwired to focus on the negative. Like we have to, again, we're computers. We have to reprogram ourselves. We have to be intentional to do the work to reprogram ourselves to focus on the positive. We have to do the work. I mean, this is really simple. You got to work. Yeah, it's a 4-letter word, work. People don't want to work. You know, they want things to change without changing themselves. It doesn't work like that. There's no easy route to this life, man. There's none. Zero. Either you choose the heart of the things you really want or you choose the heart of regret. There's no easy route. You know, things become easier because you become stronger. You display the strength that you've always had. I mean, there's no other way to do it, guys. There's no other way to do it. What I want to talk about for today is I want to talk about talking to yourself. You know, I had a situation where it was challenging, right? And I pride myself on my inner strength because of the work that I do, you know, mentally. And this was a new challenge for me. And I started talking to myself. I started literally talking to my body, like talking to my body. And it's incredible. I mentioned this before. Talk to your body. Touch your body. Like before I meditate now, I talk to myself. I tell okay, head relax, eyes relax, jaw relax, neck relax, shoulder relax. Like even as I'm saying it right now, I can feel it, just relax. Guys, talk to your body. There's a video that I saw of some athletes. It was Cristiano Ronaldo. It was some Olympic athletes. It was a long jumper. There's a couple different athletes. And you saw them talking to themselves right before doing their sport. Talking to yourself. Affirmations. What do you say about you? And the more you consistently do this, guys, the more, listen, again, as I've been saying, the whole thread for the past couple episodes, this is very simple. This is a feelings gospel. It's not just about saying words that have no emotion. It's about practicing it over and over and over again in those circumstances when you know that you say that, you can change state. But it's about practice. When I first hit a heavy bag, I've mentioned this multiple times, when I first hit a heavy bag, I almost cried. Not, you know, actual tears, but tears of, I mean, it was painful. A fresh shin hitting a, you know, that seemed like a concrete heavy bag. But I just kept doing it. I kept doing it. And I kept doing it. And it got easier and easier and easier. That's why I love combat sports so much. I love combat sports because I learned at a young age that combat sports is a metaphor for life. I first started boxing, then I got into Muay Thai and a little bit of jiu-jitsu. I remember I was boxing for a while and I left the gym. I was partying. It was after my divorce, drinking, partying. I came back to the gym and I smelled like cigar smoke, right? And I think my coach mentioned it. Anyways, he was like, "Oh, Dan, yo, D, so tomorrow you're going to spar him." I think I mentioned this. And I remember him from like 6 months ago at the gym. He was newer to the gym, bigger guy than me, strong guy, cool dude. But I was nervous. I'm like, dude, I haven't been training in 6 months. I've been drinking, partying, obviously smelling like cigar smoke. Like, I'm gonna spar him tomorrow? Dude, I was tossing and turning, right? But I showed up, I showed up. And I sparred him. It went well, but I was nervous. And so I was hitting him harder than I should. But the point that I'm making is that this is life. It's going to be challenges. You're going to feel that fear, but you show up. And each time you show up, it gets easier. When I first started boxing, man, it was, oh my goodness. But the more you do it, the more calm you become. It becomes fun. The game starts slowing down. You start picking your shots. Boom, boom, boom. You get better. Your stamina increases. Your punch selection gets better. Your defense gets better. But everything is hardest when you first start. But if you can go into a fight where someone's gonna punch you and hit you, and then enjoy that, you can accomplish anything. And that was my mentality. If I'm putting myself in a situation that is scary and that scariness becomes fun, what else can I do? And that's why I love combat sports, is because you can apply that to anything. There's nothing that you can't do. Forget combat sports. There's nothing that you can't do when you're willing to embrace discomfort. When you're willing to embrace sleepless nights. Oh man, I don't feel like doing it. Sweat, knees bending. When you're willing to face that and come back again. Come back again. Remember, I started getting really good in Muay Thai. And I had a coach. This was back in LA. I think he was a champion. This guy was a professional fighter. He was good. And the first time I sparred him, the dude beat me up. And one of my buddies was like, yo, you got beat up. I was embarrassed because I was one of the best in the class. And I said, hey, coach, can we do it again tomorrow? Dude looked at me like, was this dude smoking something? I just beat him up and he wants to do it again tomorrow. Yes, let's do it again tomorrow. In my mind, I promise you, if I keep training, I will beat you. And we sparred again the next week. I was good, so much better. It was like neck and neck. He got a little bit of the best of me, and I'm pretty sure, I know he wasn't going all out, but he was going. But it wasn't like last week. I obsessed over, okay, I was doing that wrong. I was rushing in. I got to pick my spots. And the guys, when you get obsessed about life, people are so focused on other things, their favorite football team, or even their career, or their family. When you get obsessed about the sport of life, becoming better in every area, mind, body, soul, most importantly, fulfilling your calling, everything in your life enhances because now you're living intentionally. And some may say, oh, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of joy and peace that comes with it. There's joy and peace listen, people enjoy what they're good at. You will enjoy life better when you're better at life. Like the sport of boxing. I've always enjoyed the sport, but it started becoming even more fun the better that I got at it. More people saying, oh, wow, man, you're really good. It started to become more fun. This sport of life can be more fun the more you're intentional with becoming better at life. Not just in one or two areas, but at life. And you start getting better at life when you start going down that beautiful rabbit hole of self-discovery to find out who you are. I keep coming back to this, guys, because it's, as I've been saying, this is very simple. Don't complicate it. Dolores Cannon, I just watched this video of Dolores Cannon. She was talking about talking to your cells. Talk to your cells. You are God. They will listen to you. Talk to yourself. I don't feel like I can do it. Talk to yourself. Say I can. Say more and more every day I'm believing that I can do it. Talk to yourself. Get into the habit of positive affirmations. What are you saying to yourself on a daily basis? What words are coming out of your mouth? Once you realize the power of words, you'll sit back and listen to the words that you used to say or even are saying and the words that people are saying, and you're like, wow, no wonder they're in that space. I remember growing up in the neighborhood that my mother came from, they used to call kids bad. Ah, you're so bad. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. It sounds, oh, no, it's nothing. Don't do that. Words are powerful. You tell your friends, oh man, F off. Don't do that. Words are powerful. Once you realize that a word that you say, and then as you're understanding how powerful words are, you're going to watch the people around you that use their words for hate, for jealousy disguised as jokes. I want my words to uplift. Yeah, I don't mind, joking, teasing, but there's a thin line. I want everything that I do to enhance someone's spirit. Words matter, guys. And as you go down this rabbit hole of self-discovery to realize how powerful the words that you say over you and the words people say around you, organically, people, places, and things are going to change. Allow it. Allow it. Allow yourself to go through that isolation period when it's just you, God, universe, whatever you want to call this amazing energy that we're all a part of, and just ascend. And as you elevate, you won't have to find your tribe will find you. The others that are using their words to build. They're using their words to build themselves and build others. I've mentioned this before. People can't love you if they don't love themselves. People can only love based on the amount of love that they have to give. So if you're with someone, you're dating someone who hasn't done the inner work to heal and increase their Christ consciousness, you're hustling backwards. You're hustling backwards. And as you go down this rabbit hole of self-discovery, you realize that. And you just protect your peace and your energy until your tribe, until you're connected with your tribe of others that's doing that same work. Is it a lonely road? Yeah. But you'll be alone but not lonely. You'll be alone and not lonely, and you'll have peace. Talk to yourself. What words can you say right now, this very moment, that'll uplift your spirit? Do that daily, rinse and repeat. All right, guys, I see you. I believe in you guys. I may not know who you are personally, but I know what's inside of you. All right, set your schedule. When you're going to do the inner and the outer work, guys, set it and hit it. The affirmations, the visualizations, the auto hypnosis, the reading, right? If you don't go to work, you don't get paid. This is how you change anything in your life, guys, by doing this work and learning how to do it better and better, more and more every day, right? Becoming obsessed. It's a beautiful obsession. Fulfilling your calling and then living for it. I see you guys. Have an incredible new week, new moment, morning, evening, and do it on purpose. Motivation Mondays.